Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel for another tarot pick a card reading. In today's reading we are diving into who is keeping tabs on you, why are they keeping tabs on you, what they're saying about you, that sort of thing, you know, the background chatter. So we are going to dive into that. Now, if you need to know how to get yourself into a receptive mode so you can pick your pile, I have a video linked down below as always on how to pick a card using your intuition. But once you are all set to go, we have our group 1, our group 2, and our group 3. I'll see you at your timestamp. Alrighty, group 1, let's get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about who is keeping tabs on you, why are they keeping tabs on you, what are they saying, what are they thinking. So first off, we have the who that we're going to answer, and then I have the why, and these are going to be answered in these two cards so we have clarity right away, and then we can just dive into the details and have fun. So first and foremost, who is keeping tabs on you? We have the 11th house. This is the house of acquaintances. It also rules friendships, but not maybe your closest friendships, maybe just people that are maybe at a distance from you, or like I said, associates, like co-workers, people in the similar groups. If you go to the gym, if you are a part of any kind of organization or some kind of social group, that is who is being shown as keeping tabs on you. We also have the card Nightlife, which says striptease, gamble, and Vegas, as the energy of why they are keeping tabs on you. So that is really interesting to me, because these two cards together show me that you could be a quite social person. Or, you know, maybe you're not social, maybe you don't have like a crazy nightlife or something like that. But, I don't know, like I'm kind of getting two things here. One, you're either somebody that is really out there socially. You might go to bars, you might, you know, be very like, you might just have a lot of social plans, I should say. Or you could be someone that is in a very like public arena in life in some capacity, whether it's a job or like taking your kids to school or something like that. You know, there's a bunch of different ways that could come up. But in that alternative route, I would say it's like people are wonder about your nightlife and like what you do for fun, maybe how to get closer to you, whatever. But with them keeping tabs on you, I feel like whatever it is that you do after dark, you know, instead of your 9 to 5, it's your 5 to 9, and like what your routine is then, what you do, how you spend your time. I feel like that is a big thing that people are kind of focusing on right now. Maybe, like I said, because these are people that aren't super close to you, so they don't know your regular routine. It makes me feel like people that you only know when you go out and you know, are around other people, and it just happens that these other people are here. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Or like I said, a community, an organization of some reason. But yeah, like, you seem to be a popular person in that group. I would like to say, I feel like that's another reason why these people are keeping tabs on you, is because you are a part of that group, you know. So it's kind of like an interconnected sort of thing. I don't need to explain that to you with the 11th house coming out, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like they definitely are keeping tabs on you because of this situation, maybe to try to get plans with you, to see when you'd be free to go out, maybe where they can run into you, like that sort of thing. It's kind of just really understanding like what you do in your time, I feel like, is a really big thing here. So let me pull some more cards to see who is keeping tabs on pile 1 and why they are keeping tabs. Already answered who, so I guess why are they keeping tabs? Whoop. Alrighty, so yeah, 3 of Pentacles coming out. Again, this is showing that like degree of community aspect and like working with these people. So this could be coworkers as well that watch you. I'm also getting highlight reel. So I feel like maybe you post things on social media that show like what you're doing outside of like work or school or whatever it is that you know these people from. So they know a little bit about you because of that. But again, like maybe, you know, if it's like a coworker type situation or something like that, you know, they only get like little bits and it's kind of like after the fact. So like they're trying to like piece together essentially like what it is that you do in your free time. We have the King of Pentacles coming out. This is normally a figure of like a male and authority figure. This also almost makes me think like your boss or something like that. Maybe your boss is to keep tabs on like how you spend your time. If any of you are like married, I guess there could be or I guess this is almost like people wondering if you're married, if you are in a stable relationship with a man or, you know, a masculine figure, or if there's someone that provides to you, I feel like could be another thing of why they're keeping tabs. I feel like people want to know about your relationship life, and like I said, just your personal life in general, your private life, like how your dynamics work, who you are in that dynamic, is coming up. We have the Eight of Wands. We also have the High Priestess. So yeah, a lot of mystery surrounding you and what people are like able to understand about you. I feel like you clearly have a lot of things going on in your life, but again, like maybe you aren't one to share those things until after they're fully finished and you've already had, you know, your time with them. I feel like you like to keep your private life private and have, you know, a good time on your own accord and not really jump too far into relationships, I guess, with like I said, like information is best shared to you after it's already figured out. So if you've already had an experience, you've already gone on your trip, you've already done something, whatever, like that's when you speak on it. Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out as well. So this kind of makes me feel like, oh, in the Four of Wands on the back of the deck. Yeah. So again, the highlight reel. These people are seeing you as having certain highlights, but maybe there are certain parts of those highlights that they don't necessarily understand. With the King and Queen of Pentacles coming out, that being like a counterpart type of energy. Like I said, again, like people don't know what your home life is, but it seems to be really stable. Like it seems like you have a really good ebb and flow with like the masculine and feminine parts in your life. So no matter what role you are playing, whether you are in a relationship with a male or a woman or whatever, or if you're single even, like it just feels like those parts of you are really working well. But again, there's questions about that, like why, you know, like maybe people are like keeping tabs on you because they see that you are doing financially pretty well. But okay, again, like if these are coworkers, these could be people that like you guys work at the same place, but like you seem so much better off financially. And I think maybe there's people that are wondering why. Maybe if you have like a sugar daddy, sugar mama situation or something like that, which that might seem crazy, but like, again, people are keeping tabs. They're trying to see what your personal life is like because they don't know the answers to these questions. So all they have is questions and weird conclusions. You know, they're just kind of jumping around to what they can kind of conclude essentially. And I don't think that you necessarily give that energy, but there is a part of you that is kind of like not crazy, but like a risk taker. You know, you jump into situations. We have the gamble here, so like there is a part of you that is really exciting. And you know, like I said, these people may hear about it after the fact. So maybe you're someone that's like, yeah, I went to Vegas this weekend or something. They're like, whoa, what the fuck? And they ask all these questions and like you only give like a little bit of information. Like maybe, you know, you went with like your sneaky link or something like that, and they ask you who you went and you're like, oh, I don't know, like nobody, just some friends. Like you're vague almost in a way, but like friendly enough that it's like people know a little bit about you, but they want to know more, they want to understand more of, and like can make connections, I guess, to like all of what you kind of put out there, because like I said, they know that you have a lot of things going on. Again, this could also do with finances, like maybe you have multiple sources of income and stuff like that, so they're trying to understand that as well. And I say understand, but it's not necessarily understand. It's like, I mean, just think about how we all think about other people, you know? You just kind of have a passing thought about it. You don't necessarily have to think too hard. It's just kind of like your brain has thoughts essentially, and I think this is like what's happening with these people keeping tabs on you. Like they're viewing you and having these thoughts. It's not like they're like sitting here like pondering maliciously about you, you know what I mean? Like it's certain things that I kind of keep a little bit more quiet, I would say. And you know, they're just thoughts, like I said, passing thoughts, like in either a workplace scenario, in a community organization, just online seeing you. But like I said, you probably are linked from an outer external source of a situation with Three of Pentacles here. So we are going to dive into this a little bit more. I'm going to pause real quick. Alrighty, so that was kind of funny because I just paused to eat, and just like I was saying how these people are kind of viewing you, the whole concept of like you tell people after it's happened, like that literally just happened, because I was like, oh, I need to pause really quick with no explanation or anything like that, and then I come back and I'm like, oh yeah, I just ate, like, which again, like eating is like your personal life in that regard. So okay, I'm gonna pull some more cards really quick to see maybe what more of like they're concluding about what is happening in your life. because we have some general themes right now, so I want to just see if we're having any specific conclusions, I guess, from these people. Okay, so we have established, secure, settled, and wealthy. That's funny because, again, with the King and Queen of Pentacles, like, clearly you are doing something well with your money that other people might not see. Maybe you drive a nicer car than these people, or you just drive a nice car in general, or I don't know, like, there's just certain things that are maybe like just like monetary, like material status symbols that you have, like, that are very nice. And so again, maybe these people think, you know, we're similar to each other, so like, how do they have that and I don't? Like, that's maybe the vibe that we're seeing here. So okay, let's pull some more. We have hopeless, loss, depression, or suicide. That's interesting coming out here with established and just kind of all the pentacles energies. Maybe you are somebody that's just generally melancholy. They could perhaps notice that about you, like you just like have a lot going on in yours. Like I was saying earlier, like there's a lot of things that you might keep to yourself. So I don't necessarily think you come off hopeless, but there is like a degree of, like I said, melancholy, or like kind of like secret feelings or secret burdens or secret like things that you're doing that might weigh on you to some degree, but you don't necessarily speak on those things. We also have puzzled. Yeah, that's funny because we have confused, perplexed, and conflicted. So it's interesting because I feel like this is the vibe, not only that you give off to these people, but also why they're even interested in keeping tabs on you in the first place. Like, there could be different and confusing signals that you're kind of giving off about, you know, like I said, what it is that you do in your free time and with your money and how you have your money and how, everything like that, that gets these people kind of confused. But alternatively, they could be keeping tabs on you to, like, I guess just clear that confusion for them. But what I was going to kind of go off into, I got a little scattered there for a second, but it's kind of like, I don't know, that they're viewing you with some capacity of, like, you kind of have it all, but maybe there is just, like I said, some secret struggles that you are dealing with that, like, they don't recognize or understand because you're only ever really a highlight reel to these people. You only ever come out when you're doing good. And if you're not doing good, you're just quiet, I feel like. We have communicate coming out. And then we also have, that one was going to flip, but it didn't. There we go. We also have gambling. That's funny. We have gambling twice. So people could keep tags on you. People could keep tabs on you because you could be someone who seems to, like, be able to take risks. Now here it says bad finances, but what we're seeing up here is not bad finances. It's quite somebody with good financial standing. But they're just kind of figuring that maybe, like I said, this could come from somewhere else, somewhere else or someone else. And so that could be a question. But I don't know, you have so much, like, freedom in your established energy that I feel like the question is, what is your freedom? You know, your established things are your established things. But I don't know. I think these people are a lot more confused than what they even know that they are. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that for what it's worth. Let me see if there's any, like, general social omens that we are seeing here about your current reputation. If there's anything that's, like, you know, this makes me think of, like, if there's something like that you need to know that people know about you, like if there was, like, a breakout rumor or something like that, like, that's the kind of question that I kind of have right now. And it's funny because I feel like that's your question, or maybe these people, like, they're kind of waiting to get more information on you, essentially. And it's almost like you are so secretive that you're, like, waiting for people to gain more information on you as they do. So we have pay attention to your work. So you are extremely work-oriented to these people, like, whether they are your coworkers or whatnot. Like, the people know that you are really down for whatever you sign up for. Like I said, your establishments are very, like, well-known. And it's funny I say that. So maybe your workplace is really well-known, or, like I said, that organization or community, or your, like, name within that is a very impressive thing, I want to say. We have teardrops, great personal sorrow. Again, there's something that people are noticing is kind of bothering you, but you don't fully explain it. You just deal with it. You really deal with things like with your mouth closed, your head down, like you deal with it. And I think that is really indicating something about people's vantage point of view and why they keep tabs on you. We have yoke, which feeling tied down or frustrated. And we also have box. You'll receive a gift. So yeah, right now I feel like you are definitely being like overall in a reputation and social stance. I feel like you are clearly really tied up with something. Maybe you are not on social media that much, or you're not at that place that you know these people from that much anymore. There could just be other obligations that are really tying you up right now. And maybe they're seeing the split within you and recognizing the split in you that is kind of feeling frustrated about either being spread too thin or being tied to places that you don't necessarily want to be tied to anymore, something like that. But with the you will receive a gift, I feel like whenever you do pop in to these people's sphere, whether it is through social media or through, seeing each other in person or whatever it is, it feels like they're really happy about it. They feel like it's like a little gift to hear from you or to be fitted in your schedule. I feel like you're a very busy person in these people's eyes. Hence why they keep tabs on you. They're just curious what you're up to because it just seems like you're very busy. So, whenever you reach out, I feel like people are really pleased about it. They feel very like entertained, almost not entertained, but like they have information now, and they're like feeling entertained that they have information and that they can kind of fill in the blanks a little bit, because it does seem like you are a wild card a little bit and don't necessarily give all the information that people might want from you. So that's really interesting though. I feel like you are a really interesting person, and that is why people keep tabs on you. So yeah, so group 1, I hope that message resonated for you guys and made you feel good or cleared your mind or gave you clarity, whatever. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in another video. Of course, like this video and comment, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Always give me video recommendations and whatnot down below. I like to keep in mind what you guys want to watch. So yeah, otherwise I'm gonna skedaddle and I'll see you guys in a later video. Peace. Alrighty, group 2, let's get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about who is keeping tabs on you, why they're keeping tabs on you, what's kind of your general reputation, what are they concluding and thinking about you because of all this or saying about you. So first and foremost, we are going to answer the question right away and then dive into the nitty-gritty details with further cards. But to first answer your question of who is talking about you, we have Neptune. So this, first off, just makes me think of people you can't see. So maybe there are people that are blocked that are watching you. That's a side note. That's not for everybody, but that could be for a few of you if you know that could be part of your situation. However, like I said, someone you don't know is watching you, so they could use fake accounts or something like that. But that's not going to be for all of you. I think for some of you as well, it could be just people you're not really paying attention to, I want to say. And that kind of covers all of it. So we have laughter though as why. So that's really interesting. Either we're gonna have to get more cards about this, because honestly I don't know if they're making fun of you or not. Which is just, we're gonna try to figure it out. But you guys come to these readings for juicy information, and if people are laughing at you or with you, that's important information for if we're gonna give context to the reading. So let's see more of the vibe here before I just yap my brain away, because I'm not getting like either or really. So it's probably both, to be honest, but we'll pick up on both. So we'll see what comes through. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. So this also makes me think of like failed love relationships, like people that didn't work out with you. Definitely people from the past, though. I always think of that with the Knight of Wands because he's darted to the left, which is in tarot the past. So it's very interesting to me because I feel like these people may be reminiscing on the past, thinking about past experiences with you. you know, the Knight of Wands is an action card too. So I feel like these people look to your pictures, your videos. They keep tabs on anything like that, any imagery really. So anything that you're posting like that, they are keeping tabs with. I don't necessarily feel like this someone that's like reading your blog or anything like that, but they're definitely like your pictures. I say like your pictures, but they may not actually like your pictures if they're more incognito. Yeah, we have the Hangman. So this, again, is really establishing that this is someone that is not speaking to you currently. That's another good way to put this. This person is keeping tabs on you because they kind of are low-key. They keep things down low is what I want to say. They don't necessarily like to show where they have joy is also a thought I want to say. With laughter here in Neptune, there could be a part of them that keeps what they enjoy like low-key. For some of you guys, this is giving like sneaky link, or like I said, maybe someone that you are in a situationship with and there's like no contact, like messy little things like that sometimes show up with Neptune, and laughter gives kind of 5th house energy to me. So yeah, we have Queen of Swords as well coming out, and then we have the Empress. So kind of character-wise, hold on, let me pull one more card actually before I say this. Page of Cups. Okay, that's funny. I was going to say, so character-wise, we have a lot coming out here. We have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Empress-ish, but also the Page of Cups. All of those, though, are people cards. And when we have people cards, that in tarot oftentimes literally means a person, a specific kind of person that you most likely are able to know through these traits. So that's why I said like sneaky link here, because it's, like I said, headed to the past. There's action involved. The wands are often a very phallic energy, if you know what I'm saying. So that's where that kind of comes from. But then with the Hanged Man here, well, we'll jump into the other cards before I say that. So the Queen of Swords could be a woman figure, obviously, with queen energy, feminine energy in general. And I like to just say feminine energy more than anything, because obviously, like, people act in different energies all the time. Like, I act in masculine energy just as much as feminine energy. It's a whole thing. So we all have it. But like the Queen of Swords specifically, this is making me think of somebody that like doesn't necessarily, again, speak on the fact that they're watching you or entertaining you in any way. With the Empress here, this could be almost a reiteration, because we see children in both of these cards. Not children, this is a cherub up here, but this could be a mother, so your mother, somebody that has children, something like that. Maybe somebody related to Sneaky Link or whatnot. I don't know if these people are all correlated together or not. Neptune also does give an immersive energy, so this could be all a group of people that you know. But yes, so we also have the Page of Cups energy, which is maybe a new crush, maybe somebody that is new to your entertaining, I want to say, and is very pleased by it. I feel like they're more keen to like let you know when you make them happy, is what I want to say. So a lot of different people that are coming out here is the main point. So there's tons of people that are keeping tabs on you, but they're all kind of doing it low-key. Maybe there is not a lot of general activity coming from these people in terms of like maybe likes, comments, but like you might see their views, or like I said, like it's viewing from a fake profile, things like that. I'm not normally one to like channel things like that, but this is really like coming together for me, if you will. I can see this. So yeah, that's interesting. This is very Neptunian energy. So why are they watching you? Well, at a distance, why am I talking like Yoda? I was going to say at a distance, a lot of them. So a lot of them are at a distance from you. A lot of them maybe don't always want to like interact for some reason with Neptune here. That could just be a general personality traits for them, to be honest. Because it feels like they all have, like I said, a similar vibe. I feel like these people, this is interesting, because as I'm sitting here, my back is really starting to hurt. So I feel like these people could have been kind of unsupportive people. They could, and it's funny, as soon as I said that, my back stopped hurting. So these people could be generally like unsupportive people. And that's why they don't interact with your stuff, I want to say. We also have the the Eight of Pentacles that I just kind of opened to. So that gives me the vibe. Oh, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so that gives me the vibe that I don't think these people are necessarily laughing at you. I think these people enjoy you, but like they don't let themselves they don't want to enjoy you. It's actually kind of funny because it's like how people talk about how much they hate watching people, like hate watching, like a one word context thing, how much they don't enjoy it. Oh, and it's interesting because we also have the 10 of Cups on the back of the deck here. So I feel like there's certain, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, this is all coming together for me. So yeah, this is kind of a group of people that are like hate watchers, but they like you. That's the thing. They like your energy. They're watching it because they can't get enough of it. They enjoy it. There's something weird about that, obviously, and that can be confusing, but like I said, if we understand the psychology behind hate watching, you're just really intrigued with something to the point where it like really provokes you emotionally, and some people really like that, and I feel like these people really like that about you. Maybe, like I said, the pictures you post, take, whatever it is, like there's something about you that really gets people excited. It gets people talking about you, you know, like I feel like some people that could have been like kind of bored throughout their day, like have a moment where they're like, oh, she posted, or he posted, or he showed up, or they showed up, or something like that, where anywhere that they can kind of keep a tab on you. I don't necessarily feel, like I said before, like this does have a little bit of a sneaky energy to it, but like I don't think this person's like crazy, you know, like I don't feel like they're like stalking you or anything like that. They just like want to know kind of like what your vibe is, and like what you're really giving energy to. With the Empress energy, this energy, because like I kind of jumped over it in the card in the terms of the Court card, because it kind of felt more telling of like the why, and it gives somebody that's like really abundant, you know, and has this almost illusionary appeal to them, is like why these people keep tabs on you. They are very interested at the things that you put out there. You could be a very beautiful person, so like again, your videos and pictures, like they're just gonna be awestruck about that. Let me pull some more cards here. We have longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Exactly, like I said, right under the guy that I said was a sneaky link kind of situation, whatever, from the past. I feel like these people like don't, like they reminisce about you. They think about the good times that they had with you. And again, my back is starting to hurt. So I feel like they don't feel like they have access to you, or like they're in a good position or standing with you. They might be thinking about like how to interact again. Although it's very like, and like I was saying with the Queen of Swords, like it's not really about like gender here. It's more so about like mindset. So this could, I mean, in an example, like this could be a male energy that is feeling some type of way about you, remorseful, and doesn't really know how to go about it. So their best bet is how they go about things is kind of like catty is what I want to say. Like the Queen of Swords does kind of give catty energy to me. So that's kind of a side note example that might resonate for some of you. We have drowning, over your head, overextended, and rock bottom. That's interesting, again, coming under the Hangman, because the Hangman really does give this sort of energy of being in over your head. I mean, he's literally being like tied from his ankles, hanging like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like with his head down essentially, but like whatever. So not in a great position. And I feel like these people are keeping tabs on you perhaps because they're not in a great position. They're, I don't know. It's funny because like group one, this energy showed a lot more about the person reading it. Like the person I was reading for his energy, whereas this is more of like what is happening with them and why they might not be, like they're just not satiated in their own life. I feel like there's a certain level of like enjoyment that you bring this person that I don't, these people that I feel like they don't get others in other sources. And maybe even if they're hate watching, like it's like this insatiable feeling that gets kind of taken care of. So we have caution, we have distance, and we have they'll be back. Wow. Okay. So whether this, like, even if these people are at a distance and whatever, I feel like you still feel their energy. You still are very aware of these people. They kind of give like a little bit of an energy vampire. And that's like why they watch, is like they get something from it. They get energy from it. With they'll be back as well. Like that gives me the vibe too that these people, I don't know, they go through like highs and lows and kind of swing around with their energy sometimes. So at times you might expect like they'll be back. You might pick up little hints about it, and maybe it like nudges you to see that they've done something to get a little closer to you, whatever that is. Like maybe they unblock you or something, and it's like subtle, but like you just like kind of felt their energy doing it. And that's because this person's really, these people, I keep saying this person, so clearly there's like one person that's really standing out here, but they're really like sometimes when you miss somebody really bad and you're really deeply in that energy, like you create like a vacuum almost for out in the world for it to like suck that energy in. You know, like I said, the energy vampire sort of analogy here. So like when it's like feeling, it's like creating that void to suck something in. So like I feel like they have been maybe in that energy lately, thinking about you, reminiscing about times that you guys spent together doing like very physical things. So again, sneaky link activities, if you know, you know, and or like just anything, I don't know, anything like physically that you guys went and did together. Like they really think about that. They think about how maybe just beautiful you looked in those moments, how nice maybe you were to them when they were kind of cold and catty, like I said. Like there's just things like that that maybe like the distance really has made the heart grow fonder here, which obviously for certain people that's going to be kind of annoying. And okay, just a side note, you know how the beginning of the reading I said like we're going to find out if this person is like laughing with you or at you? Like I feel like that's how this person feels about you. Like after reading into this more, it feels like this person doesn't know if they're in your good graces or not, if you were laughing at them or and like thinking about them positively and reminiscent or not. Like they can't tell is how I'm kind of feeling about this. So I feel like they almost want to keep tabs on you in order to help gauge themselves emotionally with that kind of stuff, because at times it is kind of too much for them. The nostalgia is a little too much for them. They get caught up in their head and really, really start having realizations maybe about, like I said, their cattiness or the way that they kind of distanced themselves from, you know, this Empress quality, the nurturing, the beauty, the things that they really enjoy. They could have been somebody that kind of self-sabotaged that situation. So I feel like this is kind of like, again, why they keep tabs on you. There's a lot of regrets and remorse that are coming up here in that regard. So let's see what is kind of your current reputation gathered by all of this information. So we have the money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. We have mice, discord amongst friends and family. We have arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yes, okay. So with money path, clearly you are doing well for yourself. Also with the Empress coming out and the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Page of Cups. Like you are clearly doing well for yourself in terms of you know, making abundance for yourself, having kind of freedom and your ability to like live life in a more luxurious way. Like I said, like there's kind of an air of like idolization and romanticism that's around you. So it's interesting too with arrow here because like you are again being confirmed that like you are doing the right thing for yourself, and these people see that and they, again, like that's kind of some of the things that they're concluding when they're keeping tabs on you. Now with elephant here, that is interesting to me because I was thinking about the whole thing that I said about, you know, them thinking about physical activities that you guys had together. So maybe they're realizing that, again, like they had some bumps in the road with you with certain things that were either mental or physical or whatnot. I mean, even emotional, any of it. It's just, it feels like they could have handled it better, and maybe distance has made them realize a wiser vantage point of the whole situation. Because with the mice coming out here, I feel like at one point they felt really small and kind of like almost like scavenging for like bits of information, you know, in contrast to the Empress. Like it feels like these people really thought less of themselves compared to you. And now that they've kind of quote unquote grown up a little bit into an elephant with a wiser vantage point, they seem to, I don't know, like I said, notice that like you were always kind of doing the right thing. And you were trying to do right by the situation and right by yourself. And I don't think that they really, like, gave you that credit. But I don't know, this person kind of feels like they're rooting for you behind the scenes. I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like they have a lot of good feelings towards you. But it's just, like I said, like, they kind of fucked up. So they know that you might not have those same feelings. And they're kind of wondering, like, am I just a joke to this person? Like, am I... Like, they just don't know what you think of them. So... maybe we'll save that for another reading in another day. Let me know if you guys want that reading, though. That kind of sounds interesting. A little, like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyways, I'm going to go do my next reading. And, yeah, so if you like this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I hope it gave you clarity and just resonated for you guys. Of course, subscribe, comment, like, share, do whatever you gotta do, whatever you want to do. I appreciate all of it. Otherwise, I'm gonna skedaddle, so I will see you guys in a later video. Peace. Hey group 3, we're going to get started with your tarot pick a card reading today, all about who is keeping tabs on you and why are they keeping tabs on you, what is kind of their conclusions about you because of the tabs they're keeping on you, a general kind of reputation that you have right now, what are they saying, that sort of thing. So let's dive in. First and foremost, we're answering the question right away, so no questions can be asked after that. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll answer the question right away, and then I will add some details with other cards. I'm feeling weird right now. This is going to be an interesting reading, I can already tell. So who is talking about you? We have the sun as who. So right away, this makes me think of, I mean, the sun represents children. I don't know if children are keeping tabs on you. If that resonates for you, take it. Obviously, if it doesn't, don't take it. But it also makes me think of people that you've dated. The sun has a lot to do with people that you've dated. Also, people you've had drama with, ego clashes. If you're in any kind of like competition that's like artistic, that has something to do with this as well. Interesting. It made me think of people that like are competing with you for fashion. That is another really specific thing. Maybe you like post like outfits of the day or something like that, and there's people that like keep tabs on you literally because of like what you wear. That's a side note. Okay. And then we have trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. And this is why they are keeping tabs on you. So this is very interesting. These people seem to really like maybe what you do to their ego. Maybe they like the ego clash, or maybe they like you, I would say, with the sun. Honestly, you know, who these people are, they seem to be somebody that, you know, are operating from their, sun energy, which is a very masculine, expressive, individualized energy. So trap, though, gives this impression that these people might necessarily, like, I don't know, not want to keep tabs on you as much as they do, is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see more, though. Let's dive in and see why. Why, oh, why? Why, oh, why? Doing this reading super weird today. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. It's funny I said ego clashes. Look at the, like, battlefront we have in this card here. It's normally not really how the Knight of Swords looks to me. I'm noticing a lot of people, though, taking attention to the things that you're saying. You are someone that really you're confident. You're proud. You speak really, like, sternly. Not maybe stern isn't the right word, but like seriously. Like, you say what you're blunt. You just say it. Put it out there. That's why I said I'm being weird, and I'm like not really, like, I'm just saying things like I'm talking to myself. Well, I am talking to myself in context, but, you know, like, actually you guys are listening in, you know, a couple days when I post this. But again, like, the general, like, unapologeticness is a good word here. Could be a big reason why people keep tabs on you in the first place. Like, you're blunt. You say things with your chest. You do things with your chest, I want to say. And we have the Magician here. Yeah. Boy, do you have a tongue on you, too. I feel like you say things, like I said, that are just riveting, I want to say. Like, you really get people's attention by the way that you speak on certain subjects. I think you could be a powerhouse, I want to say, too. You could have a lot of skills. Just be a really well-rounded person, you know, like anything you get thrown into, you kind of like handle it well. So whoever's keeping tabs on you is really like highly regarding you in that respect. Let's see. We have the King of Cups. It's kind of funny because I was thinking like these people are also keeping tabs on like who you're seeing. So if there's somebody else that's associated with you, that's coming out. Maybe there's been conflict because of who you're seeing. Well, like I said with Sun, like if these are people that you've dated before, maybe they are keeping tabs on you because of like maybe if you're posting your boyfriend or girlfriend or something like that, they're like, oh. And kind of with Trapped here, it almost makes me feel like they're viewing you from an egoic lens. So I feel like they could kind of, not trash talking necessarily, but kind of pick at your situation if it's one that you've been in for a second. But again, if they're like trying to date you, or these are people that are interested in you, or like the ego clash element of it all, it makes me think that these people are kind of bringing this up when it's like part of the discussion, I want to say, because they like they want to provoke a reaction, essentially. Like they want to get some type of response. Yes, the Lovers, exactly. Like they want to get some type of response. And I feel like these people, like you're someone that has options. So maybe these are some of your options that are keeping tabs on you. I feel like they keep a cool, collected front. We'll get into the court card element in a moment. Let me pull one more card. Ace of Swords. Wow. Very intellectual pile that we have here. I feel like the people that keep tabs on you are actually very much watching you. Really, really keeping tabs on you. They have access to like anywhere that they can kind of see your location or see who you're talking to, what you're doing. Like they're paying attention, I will say. So with the court cards coming out of the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups, you could have two possibly male figures, but just masculine energies coming towards you. So again, I'll give the spiel, but like masculine, gender, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just like how the energy is presenting. So masculine energy is more outright, it's kind of colder. It has more of like an abrasion to it. Whereas feminine energy is more receptive. It's more passive. We're thinking yin and yang energy poles, like quantum physics vibes. Like, yeah. So just think about it that way. And hopefully everybody watches this video so I never have to explain that again, because I hate reiterating that over and over again. Once again, just blabbing. Jeez, sorry guys. Hopefully you really like it. But okay, the Knight of Swords though is super... This is somebody that is hasty, I feel like. So you have somebody that is watching you, that could have had potential feelings for you, that could be saying things specifically about you. This person specifically, I feel like, is saying things about you. They could be someone that's kind of trapped in their ego, I will say. Because that is kind of the overall energy of why these people are watching you, is they're trapped in their ego. They could not be able to... This could be someone that you denied and like they have no other options, or there was something that you guys like talked about or something you said or did that like made this person like really bitter, salty about this situation. So I just want to point that out. That is one of the people that's coming out though, is they might be like actually blabbing about you and just kind of like starting drama just because they're trapped in their own ego about the situation. They could be saying that like you're manipulative and stuff like that. And just not like I said, like you're a smart and intelligent person, and especially if you're a female, that is pinned to be like manipulative more often than it is pinned to be like, wow, you're a smart person, you know. So like I feel like there's a little bit of that here where these people are almost seeing you as like having known more than what you did, or like kind of not giving you grace for your own learning journey and stuff like that. Like I feel like these people just think, like I said, like you have it all, you have all the skills, you know how to do everything. You did it on purpose. Like it's a kind of a blamey energy that I'm feeling from that one person. So that's annoying. But we do have this King of Cups that's coming out, which is a little less agitated, I want to say. Maybe these two people know each other. Like if you know that there's a couple dudes that are both interested in dating you or are dating you or something like that, or there's drama involving two masculine energies. Again, let's go back to that because I can't stop. It feels like there is one that is definitely a lot more mature and handles things a lot more emotionally mature and doesn't necessarily let things get them down. I want to say, like, not like you wouldn't be able to tell, I should say. This person seems to be a lot more clear about you and kind of sees you as somebody that helps them get out of their trapped mentality. So, you know, it's a dual-sided energy. There's people that are, like, first of all, you really engage certain people's ego, and that's why they're coming up here is keeping tabs on you, because people love that. You know, ego in the sun is all about entertainment, essentially, and, like, a self-expression that, like I said, very, like your essence, your creative essence in a way. So, like, that has a lot to do with drama and that love affair sort of energies, as it all correlates with the 5th house in astrology. So I do feel like these people, like, are activated very much. And it's funny, as I'm doing this, I'm, like, stroking the crap out of my hair right now, which your hair is also that energy. So these people are very engaged on an ego level. So whether or not, you know, obviously the King of Cups here has the upper hand, I feel like, with you. They're not really letting this person, this other influence, get to them, even though I feel like this other person is clearly trying to be noticed. They want to be heard. They want to be seen. They want to be picked is also what I'm hearing. That's interesting. Okay, so let's pull some more cards then. Dive a little bit deeper on what is kind of being said about this. So we have vacay, getaway, relax, have fun. And we also have legal. So putting these cards together, this is interesting because with vacay, I feel like you have really taken your time away from, like, I don't know, letting people keeping tabs on other people, I guess. Like, I feel like you are kind of doing other things and focused on other things, maybe just your general happiness and, like, making good choices. I don't know. You're in your like, I want to say, like, aesthetic era. Like, you're just, like, trying to live life for the picture and, like, for just to be happy, essentially. And I feel like there's a lot of people that might feel like they are not allowed to do that, so they struggle when they see you doing that. If you're doing things that you just feel like are your rite of passage in life, you know, if other people don't see that as a rite of passage, they're going to get pissed because they're like, why didn't I get tickets to that concert? And it's like, bro, you could have bought them. You could have searched them up and gone, you know? So, like, these people could be a little bit of jealous about the ways that you are able to just have an entertaining existence in life, because maybe they are trapped in a situation that's not so much that enjoyable. You know, I feel like, honestly, that Knight of Swords character really needs a vacation, really needs some time away to detach, because with the legal energy and the Magician, like, this is giving the vibe of, like, just being almost too critical of things and kind of trying to make right of situations that really time will heal. So I feel like this person, as they watch you, like, they want answers now. Like, they want information now. But we have give it time, which is funny, coming right under the King of Cups. Because, again, like I said, this King of Cups figure is, like, okay with giving it time, okay with letting things pass by. You know, they understand the waves of emotion and stuff like that. So I feel like they're not pressuring you or anything. If anything, they kind of appreciate the time because it allows them to kind of get things under ropes, whatever. The King of Cups kind of makes me think of, like, a captain of a ship, you know, like, they're going to stand with it. They're not going to stand there and freak out when everything is going crazy. Like, they're going to stay determined and focused. So I feel like that is kind of the part of why that person is keeping tabs on you, is they, like, are trying to stay focused on their goals and desires with you. They just like having information about you, though. This other person, I mean, both of them do. They both really enjoy having information about you, and I don't know, the things that you are really able to get away with is what I want to say, but also the things that just make you happy. Yeah, we have sexuality here. And we have divorce. Okay, so I feel like it's funny we have experiencing a breakup here, because I do feel like that goes back to this Knight of Swords energy, this person that kind of can't keep their mouth shut about you. I feel like they are clearly someone that you chose you chose somebody else. I feel like you chose this King of Cups energy, and that could have started some drama. Maybe, whatever, your situation. So I feel like, though, that has caused this Knight of Swords energy to communicate and start talking about this breakup and start talking about these things. And like, this person kind of knows, like, okay, just give it time. This person is not, this drama is not really what this person is, but this person knows that there's drama involving you, so they're keeping tabs on you, because they're like, okay, so like, what is actually going on here? Like, they're trying to understand what's really happening. I think given the Lovers here too, and like sexuality, saying someone is still figuring themselves out, I feel like this King of Cups is kind of viewing you, trying to understand like where your values lie, if you're choosing them, if you want them, like if you're really over your past, if the things that they're hearing about you are true. There's a lot of pondering of things like that, but like I said, they have a lid on it. They're not trying to like over express any of that information, or like make any hasty decisions. Not like this Knight of Swords that is hastily saying things and hastily, like just trapped in their ego. They're just really trying to fight from their ego and make sense of things from their ego. But it's so, with legal energy, it makes it, with lawyers, court, and paperwork, it makes me feel like there's a lot of extra bullshit in it. And like, it's sometimes what's right, it's not always black and white. And I feel like this person is really struggling to like really connect with that understanding. Yeah, we have tension here. So I feel like this person is just really stressed out about you, and that's why they keep tabs on you. And alternatively, this person might be a little stressed out about you, but more likely to communicate softly with you, and with appreciation and understanding, and wanting to gain a fuller picture of the situation. Like they come together a lot better with the information they learn about you, versus this other person that kind of starts a lot of drama. And honestly, this is starting to give me a headache, so I kind of want to stop tapping into that energy. I'm going to finish this off really quick with the current reputation that is being kind of concluded about you right now. So we have stork, news of birth or a new business opportunity. This also makes me think of, like I said, like you have picked a new person and have decided on a new person. So that is kind of being talked about right now. We have goldfish, increases in material wealth or spiritual growth. We have love. And we have family wishes coming true. Yeah, so you are in this season of like a new beginning for your relationships. The sun and the 5th house energy also rule like the dating stage before you get to the 7th house of like a committed relationship. So I feel like this is becoming more and more real for you, and you're feeling it become real for you, and the world is perceiving it that way as well. People are keeping tabs on you because they see that you are starting a new relationship. They see that you are figuring yourself out with that kind of stuff, learning, they're getting people are keeping tabs on you because you're finally getting narrative straight about relationships and about what's happening. And it's finally like you have an idea of what's happening. With family wishes coming true, it almost makes me feel like your dreams of like having a good relationship are coming true. And especially with the goldfish, it's like, it's able to multiply, and you're able to like kind of feel your good fortune in this moment. Yeah, I really like this energy. I don't know why with the stork and goldfish, it also makes me think of like Finding Nemo, and like how he's like traveling in that pelican's mouth. So I don't know what imagery that would have to do. Maybe that's just like a connection sort of thing. It resonates. I don't even know how to put that into this, but it just, it's one of those things I think where, honestly, the stork, if we're thinking about it this way, like you're the little goldfish, and then like this other person's the stork, and like they're kind of like I said, like they're keeping a lid on things, and like maybe like they could eat you if you were like a little fish in their mouth, but like they're not there. They're here to help you. And like I feel like this other person would have been more likely to eat you apart. You know what I mean? Like they're not as graceful. So I feel like you're in this opportunity where you're a lot more safe and you're being protected. I feel like this other energy is more likely to stand up for you and speak highly of you, even if you guys were to break up or if things didn't go correctly, even if they aren't feeling, you know, even if they're wary, like I said, about other situations that are coming up. Like, I feel like they would never speak negatively on you. But they still do keep tabs on you because they, you know, this one person is seeing, well, they're both seeing a relationship grow here. One of them's in that relationship with you and just is trying to make sure that everything is going good. Because they have really well-intended wishes for you, you know, love and family and all that jazz. But then you have this other person who probably wanted that with you too and is really pissed off that they're not that person. Sucks to suck, I guess, you know, right? So, alrighty, group 3, we're going to end it here. If you like this video, make sure you like the video and comment, subscribe, suggest more information, suggest different kinds of readings and whatnot. Also, I think I already said subscribe. I don't know. Anyways, otherwise, I will see you guys in a later video. I hope this resonated. Why did I say that backwards? I have been talking so weird in your reading. I am so sorry. Okay, I'm going to go. Goodbye.